Good morning. I hope you're having a good day too. That's what I'm here to talk about. God, finding our path today. Good morning to Sunrise with Sally on this beautiful Sunday morning. The birds are out already. It's about 5:45 a.m. Ooh, 2:38. Where are you at? Let's see. It's what, 3 hours away and toward the east or the west coast? Just trying to set this camera up here. Kind of overcast. I'm not sure. I think it's supposed to rain today. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Point the camera at my feet. Okay. What would the point of Sunrise with Sally be? Not sure about that one. So many technical difficulties today. Hey, happy Sunday to you all. Watching the sunrise here. Excuse me. The theme today is free. I look to the future and feel free in God. My past is behind me, but it might not always seem that way. Feelings weighed down by rumination and regret keeps me bound to memories of the person I was and prevents me from evolving into the person I desire to be. Today, I release the power I have given to my past mistakes and missteps and claim my spiritual freedom. If I am holding feelings of unforgiveness toward myself, I surrender them to the Christ within. I do this as often as I need to until I start to feel free. Life is always changing and I am always growing. I feel free myself by leading. I free myself by leaving the past behind with a peaceful heart and looking forward to the future. As I do, I live more and more fully into the precious present moment. Now the Lord is the Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. 2 Corinthians 3:17. Now the Lord is the Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. 2 Corinthians 3:17. So I don't know, how many times we hang on to the past, our past mistakes, and things we've done in the past when God has forgiven us for it, but we still dwell on it. And how are we to be forgiven if we don't just let go of it and give it to God and make amends with it? And I don't know. I'm sure anyone else out there too has, past regrets. I mean, we're all in some way sinners, but we have God to help us and guide us if we just focus on that and not do things that we shouldn't be doing. And sometimes, that just gets a little bit more stronger than focusing on God, and we do things that we shouldn't. So, um, holding on to those feelings of unforgiveness towards yourself, we should surrender them to Christ within. And then as we do that, we start to feel free. We feel free from carrying that monkey on your back, so to speak, or to carrying that burden. And we're supposed to give it to Christ. After all, that's why he died on the cross for us for all of our sins. So we should be more forgiving of ourselves and others too. I know sometimes it's hard to forgive others, or we forgive them but we never forget. So have we really forgiven them if we don't let it go, not think about it constantly? I know sometimes when I'm offended by somebody, um, I have a hard time with the forgiveness, and I think we all have it that way once in a while. So we need to look to the future and feel free in God. I mean, life is too precious to be dwelling on negative things. We got to look toward the positive. Like I always say, today is a brand new day. Nothing has happened yet so far in my world right here because it's like 5:30 in the morning. But it's a brand new day. There's so much to look forward to. You know, maybe some of us have plans, some of us don't. We're just going to go with the flow. See, it's Sunday. Spend time with family. It's so important to spend time with our family. If you have a day off, you know, Our children need us. Spend time with them. Mine are grown, so sometimes they come over for dinner and things like that. But I know their lives are busy because they're grown up, and I was there once too. So find something to do today that's positive, help someone out, or see someone, smile at them. A simple smile can make somebody have a wonderful day, or even ask how they're doing, or, tell them they look nice. Especially, us older people, we like when someone says, that's a nice color on you, or that's a nice outfit. I can't tell you how many times I've done that, and people just glow after that. Um, see someone struggling with their groceries, to put them in the car at the supermarket, help them out. Takes you what, 2 minutes, if that. So we all need to let go of our past, and as we try to go into the future and make up for those things that we are ashamed of or have asked forgiveness for, that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to just go and carry on and try to make our lives better. So, like I said, it's a brand new day, and we can do whatever we want with it. And just remember, if someone tries to, you know, ruin your day, it's all in how we respond to what they say or do to us. Are we going to let them ruin our day? Nope. We're just going to carry on and let them be them. Just let them. That's what I'm learning in life. That's what the reality is of my channel, Sally D's Reality. Now that I'm older, it's just like, what am I worried about, this person or that person? Like, I was just saying to my husband yesterday, why do we care so much what other people care about us? I mean, to be a good person and to think, well, that's a really nice lady or that man's really nice. But why do we really care if someone judges you on the kind of home you have? I mean, if that's the best you have and you're proud of that, why do you care what other people think? Because guess what? They don't care what you think about them. So just think of it that way, because sometimes others have better than us, but is it really better? I mean, I know people, years ago, I used to nanny for some rich people, and I thought, geez, their house is so nice. They have all this stuff for their kids and all this. But guess what? My house was so much nicer because it was filled with love. I spend time with my kids. I have pictures of my kids on the refrigerator, on the walls. And some of these houses were just naked, and it was so cold. You know what I mean by cold? Like, there was no love they shared in the home. You can just tell. And it was a lot of times, they had housekeepers and things like that to do their laundry, and oh, it goes on and on. And I was there as their nanny to take care of the kids. And you know, I would never try to have somebody else raise my kids and not even know how their day was, because the nanny's usually there from the time they get up, go to school, or in the summer, spend time with them, take them to their clubs, to their golf classes, or their piano lessons, or their swimming and all that. And by the time their parents get home, I'm already done giving them their bath, and, for the little ones, and putting them to bed. So sometimes the physical things, a house or a car or whatever, is not as nice as someone else's, but you have a car to get from point A to point B. I know I went for a car just recently for months, and it was horrible having to ask people for rides here and there, and I'd pay them an outlandish amount of money because I was so appreciative of them taking me to my doctor appointments and things like that. But now I got my car back and everything's better. But if anybody needs a ride, I'm not going to charge them to take them somewhere. It's just, if I can take them, and I can take them. But I don't know if any of this is making sense to you, but yeah, so we just have to let go of the past and all the things that we've done in the past and just give it to God and try to do better. Try to do a lot better. So, I don't know what you guys think about that, but what do you guys think about that? Does anybody want to say good morning? Good morning, happy Sunday. Some of you in different places in the world, you're ending your day. Here we're starting our day. So, all right then, I guess we'll wait a few more minutes for the rest of the sun. And it's kind of overcast again today. There's a little peek through of there, some sunshine, like God's just peeking through there. And I don't know, I see that cloud again. It looks like a man looking down. You see that little peek through there of sun? Birds are happy today. Really loud. I hope you all have some plans today and be able to do something with your families or your significant others. Um, yeah. Thank you for hitting the like button. It's much appreciated. But my channel, I'm trying to create a community with the same interests. So that's where we're at here. All right, I'll give it about 2 more minutes, guys, and the clouds are moving over even the little peak of sun there. Um, I think I'm gonna close up with showing you some of my flowers that have bloomed recently. I just got some more rose bushes, so we'll go take a little walk down there before we close up for today. Thank you for stopping by. All right, I put that gate closed. I have these irises that are coming in pretty nice. They look very beautiful. And then these Gerber daisies over here coming in there. I have a little fence around here because the deer have been eating my hostas and such. So, okay, and over here, the rose bushes. They're all blooming. These ones here have such a pleasant fragrance. You can smell them without um, putting your face down there by them. I always told my kids when they were little, never be too busy. Stop and smell the roses. These are a different type of roses. So the little bugs are attacking. I gotta put some stuff on there. But I bought probably 6 more rose bushes I'm gonna put in the back. Probably today if it doesn't rain so much. And we'll go over here and see. Sunrise a little better here. It's way back there, if you can see it. Way back in there, behind all the hills. See it at the very end there. All right, guys, have a great Sunday. Thanks for stopping by.